After all she's done for this league, you disrespect Caitlin Clark in that manner. You use Paige Bueckers to diss Caitlin Clark publicly. That's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. This whole thing, this whole league is lit right now because of CC22. That's it. Let's be clear here. That doesn't mean there's not good players. We talking about the reason why it got lit. It's because of 22. It's because of 22.
Picture this. Last year, Caitlin Clark gets told she's Rookie of the Year over a speakerphone with her feverish teammates. No cameras, no spotlight, just a phone call. Fast forward 12 months. Paige Bueckers is walking down a spirit tunnel, TV lights flashing, and the commissioner hands her a shiny trophy in person. That's the script the league writes for Caitlin and Paige. Same award, but two totally different stories. What's going on behind these choices? That's what we're diving into today. Do you think the WNBA...
The story is the difference in how the WNBA has decided to deliver this news and present this versus the fact that I don't remember them doing much of anything for Caitlin Clark, who had a better rookie year.
The difference between these two Rookie of the Year announcements almost feels like you're watching two different leagues. Caitlin Clark, the rookie who transformed the entire business of the WNBA, was huddled up with her feverish teammates in practice when her then coach Christy Sides put the commissioner on speakerphone. That was it. No staging, no cameras, no fanfare, just a phone call delivered in the most forgettable way possible.
You just have somebody that wants to say a couple things really quick.
So, hi, Coach Sides. This is WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Do we have the team all together?
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
What a record-breaking season for you and the entire team, full of outstanding performances.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Caitlin. You are the 2024 Kia WNBA Rookie of...
Compare that with Paige Bueckers this year walking through a tunnel with music blasting, bright TV lights, and Kathy Engelbert herself personally handing over the trophy on daytime television. It's not just a difference in presentation. It shows who the league wants at the center of the conversation.
Paige Bueckers at their HUD. Hey, shooting buckets, she's the one. Hey, Paige Bueckers at their HUD. Shooting buckets, she's the one. Ooh, Paige Bueckers at their HUD. Hey, shooting buckets, she's the one. Paige Bueckers at their HUD. Shooting buckets, she's the one.
And I'm the last person you thought you'd see on this cool spirit tunnel, but I'm here to present you with the 2025 Kia WNBA Rookie of the Year Award. Wow. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Think about the situation Clark was in. The very season she was supposed to be honored as the top rookie, she had already put the league on her back. 5 home games sold out to the point they averaged over 17,000 fans, and broadcast numbers climbed by more than 20%. Those numbers weren't theoretical. They were money in the bank for the league, and exposure they hadn't come close to before. Yet, the way her Rookie of the Year news was communicated didn't reflect any of that cultural weight.
Make no mistake about it, millions of views, viewership, ratings through the roof. Everybody's on PJs now because of her. The sellout show, sellout games, every arena, home and away. And you disrespect her like this? This is crazy, man.
What makes it worse is how fans reacted. When the video of Caitlin finding out dropped, people were shocked at how bland it felt. Social media flooded with comments pointing out that the player driving record ratings couldn't even get a camera crew for her big moment. Fast forward to Paige, and fans are seeing balloons, singers, lights, and a commissioner laughing and smiling with her on stage. It looked like the league wanted everyone to see.
We are here on set with the Jennifer Hudson Show to surprise Paige Bueckers of the Dallas Wings with the 2025 Kia Rookie of the Year Awards.
We're all going to be all smiles and cheering, and I can't wait to see her dance.
And you saw the way that went down. Now,
Even Kathy Engelbert's role tells the story. For Clark, the commissioner didn't show her face. For Paige, she couldn't have been more visible, smiling ear to ear while passing the trophy like she was presenting the MVP at the finals. The difference wasn't subtle, it was glaring. People aren't dumb either. When you hype one star's award like a Hollywood premiere and treat the other like an after-school announcement, you're signaling exactly which narrative you'd rather promote. This is bigger than two ceremonies.
I just want to know, Caitlin Clark comes into your league and saves a drowning league. I know damn good and well I can't remember any behind the scenes talk show appearance. I don't seem to remember that from last year. Didn't you get like a phone? Caitlin Clark got like a phone call or something? Oh, my bad. Paige Bueckers, she be checking some of them boxes, you know. She checking them right off. The LG.
So, was Paige's flashy Rookie of the Year moment really about her play? Or was it about the league's politics? That's the question fans have been asking, because if you line up the details, it looks less like recognition of performance and more like...
Why isn't Paige, probably what people think is, why isn't she as popular as Caitlin? But do you think Paige should be more popular? What do you... And Paige deserves more, and Angel Reese deserves more, and Asia, and Fee, and. Yeah. I think specific to Paige, you might argue her popularity and the people that are fans of her has been underrated, which shocks me.
Even Sue Bird, who has supported Clark all season, added fuel to the fire. She suggested Paige should receive the kind of spotlight Caitlin had. But the irony is obvious. Clark never got the kind of staged commissioner-presented moment Paige just enjoyed. When those comments came out, Clark's fan base heard them as an attempt to downplay what Caitlin accomplished and refocus the attention on UConn's next star. And when you combine Bird's words with Kathy Engelbert flying out to hand Paige the award...
Kathy Engelbert, so you did all of this for the Rookie of the Year this year, but you don't bother to show your face last year to give the Rookie of the Year to Caitlin. You don't even bother to call her, but you called her coach. What kind of hateful organization are you managing? The disrespect is ridiculous. Yeah, Kathy Engelbert is the worst sports commissioner. I think we can point that out. Never did this for Clark, who saved the W anyways.
Critics like Christine Brennan and Eaton Thomas have pointed out this pattern before. They argue the league consistently favors UConn players in its storytelling, and that sometimes feels less like coverage of actual success and more like clout distribution. Nike taking such an active role in Paige's announcement while doing nothing similar for the rookie, who literally shifted a league's economy, is another reminder of...
No one has come to Paige and let her know, you're good, Paige, but other players have been playing basketball for a lot longer than you. No one has come up to her in interviews and said, Paige, you're a great basketball player, but don't you know that there are other women who have been in the WNBA a lot longer than you? I mean, you didn't invent basketball, Paige. There have been other players who came before you. None of that, none of that shop talk was thrown at Paige at all. No one has accused Paige Bueckers of being racist. No one has asked Paige Bueckers' girlfriend, who's biracial, who's got a white mama, to please come up and stand up and say something. The way the media, the way the WNBA has treated Paige versus how they treated Caitlin Clark, it's like night and day. And really, truly, it's astounding to me if no one sees that difference.
For Clark supporters, the message is loud and clear. The league doesn't always highlight the organic star who built momentum from scratch. It sometimes highlights the player who fits into an established media and business network. And that's why the hype around Paige feels less earned and more designed, which makes looking at her actual results on the court even harder to accept.
Paige Bueckers winning Rookie of the Year, but no, it was not unanimous. And yes, more people voted for the runner-up than last year.
Paige Bueckers just made history as Rookie of the Year, but not in the way anyone wants on their resume. She became the first player in WNBA or NBA history to win the award while playing on a team with fewer than 10 wins. The Dallas Wings limped to a 10-win, 34-loss finish, tied for the worst record in the league. And now we're supposed to treat her Rookie of the Year case like an untouchable accomplishment. Instead, it looks like the
Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, made the WNBA playoffs last year, correct? Am I going crazy? Now look, that would have had to have been a result of Caitlin Clark joining the team, because I'm almost certain Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell were on the team prior to that. So they made the playoffs last year. Paige Bueckers won exactly how many games this year? Did she win 10 games? I think she won 10 games this year.
Think about the contrast here. Caitlin Clark pulled Indiana out of the basement just 1 year earlier, finishing with 20 wins and making the playoffs for the first time in nearly a decade. She led the turnaround of the then worst team in the league. She wasn't winning games by herself either. She elevated teammates. Aaliyah Boston looked like a defensive force in her second year. Lexi Hull carved out a spot as a steady three-point option. Kelsey Mitchell thrived playing next to a guard who commanded constant double teams. That's the impact of a star who transforms a franchise. Now, Paige's stat line wasn't empty. 19 points, 5 assists, and close to 4 rebounds on strong efficiency. Those are legitimate numbers. But what do those numbers mean when there's nothing attached to them? Nope.
Paige a good basketball player? Absolutely. But we saw the drastic dip in her numbers when she was actually guarded by the opposing teams of the WNBA. We saw the type of basketball she was not able to deliver when she was actually being guarded. Again, I don't have any animosity towards Paige Bueckers. My issue is with the WNBA in its entirety. My issue is with their plan to erase Caitlin Clark, to act like Caitlin Clark doesn't mean anything to the WNBA. And all of a sudden, Paige Bueckers, because of who Paige Bueckers is in a relationship with, she is now allowed and encouraged and supported to be the savior of the WNBA.
Meanwhile, Sonia Citroen, the runner-up to this year's Rookie of the Year race, played every single game for Washington, poured in nearly 15 points a night, and led the entire league in three-point percentage at 44.5%. She was a model of consistency while giving the Mystics legitimate floor spacing and defensive effort. Yet, when the votes came out, Citroen got just 2 out of 72. 2. It erases the work she put in and makes it seem like the competition never existed. When the league hands 70 of 72 votes to Paige and crowns her despite a 10-win season, it doesn't feel organic. It feels scripted. Ignore the Fever's dramatic rise, brush past Citroen's grind, and make sure the UConn star gets her headline. Which is exactly why Clark fans now see Indiana's trajectory as the real story to watch heading into 2025.
Kathy Engelbert, you are out of pocket. How dare you? How dare you disrespect Caitlin like that? Caitlin Clark, the face of the league, the needle, not the needle mover, the actual needle.
While the WNBA is busy playing politics with award shows and stage-managed celebrations, Caitlin Clark is steadily building something real in Indiana. What's happening with the Fever isn't scripted. It's wins, development, and a foundation fans can see growing in front of their eyes. Aaliyah Boston has turned into a defensive anchor who controls the paint and makes opposing bigs uncomfortable every night. Lexi Hull has worked her way into a reliable shooting and defensive role, spacing the floor and punishing defenses that trap Clark. Kelsey Mitchell, who spent years as Indiana's lone bright spot, finally has a backcourt partner who takes defensive pressure away and lets her play free. Around them, veterans like Natasha Howard and Sophie Cunningham know how to balance the energy of a young roster, while players like Chloe BBY are carving out their place as dependable role fillers. That's a foundation.
You got on a plane to go present her this award. How come you couldn't get on the plane to go present Caitlin Clark her award? Let's talk about it. Kathy Engelberg, you have tried to take credit for the growth of the league when we all know the reason this league took off the way it has taken off like a rocket ship is because of Caitlin Clark, but it looks like y'all have fumbled that.
Now, contrast that with Dallas. Paige put together good numbers, but could never pull her team out of irrelevance. 10 wins across a full season told the story. Individual scoring doesn't matter when the roster doesn't click and fan engagement flatlines. Clark's impact isn't just basketball production, it's business. The Fever consistently packed more than 16,000 fans into arenas and turned their games into national broadcasts people wanted to watch. Merch was flying off the shelves. Other teams want that model, but it can't be manufactured. It came from real results in a team built to win. Fans aren't blind. The way Rookie of the Year ceremonies are staged makes clear who the league wants as the face of its story, even when the results on the court don't match the spotlight. That's why the contrast between Caitlin Clark's quiet phone call and Paige Bueckers' televised production struck such a nerve. What people want is honesty. If Clark built the wave, recognize it. If Boston, Hull, Mitchell, Howard, and Cunningham lift Indiana, celebrate them. Because 2025 won't be about staged announcements. It'll be about the Fever showing again that Caitlin Clark is the league's engine. Do you think the WNBA disrespected Caitlin Clark? Let us know down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next.